Christmas edition. I am Moriah Afolabi Brand. As always, I have my fabulous co-host in the building. And we appreciate the audience for always making it every Wednesday. Thank you so much, guys. We don't take you for granted. So, Waike, how you doing?
I'm fine,
Look,
thank
like
you.
sunshine today, like nice and bright.
Yes, this is wishing everybody compliments of the season and a happy, and we will all see 2020.
Amen.
Grace of our Creator. As we are here like this, it's happiness throughout.
Amen. Amen. Fantastic. Lima.
We are all happy to be alive. Yes. And to our wonderful audience. We love you.
Lima, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good to have you on the show.
Yes, so
you look nice and
compliments of the season. Let's
yes.
pack everything.
Yes.
So it's family time today.
Yes, fantastic.
So
where Julie, anything happening
Merry
today?
Christmas, everybody! No, normally today I host my in-laws, so after the show, right back, I'm heading. The caterers are working already in the house.
Oh, fantastic. So
I'm the first wife now.
Yes, now.
Yale.
Senior wife.
Yes, senior wife.
I was going to ask if your husband had another wife.
No, you should understand.
Okay.
He cannot have
No, you
another
say you
wife.
are first wife.
He
When you say
cannot
you are
have
first
another
wife?
wife. No.
As in the family.
Wife in the family.
It's not his
Oh,
destiny.
she has clarified it now. It was news to me.
Okay.
That she was the first wife.
All right.
Was another wife.
Mariam, you look gorgeous today.
Yes,
totally.
she does.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you. Merry Christmas, everybody, especially to all my children are not with me. You guys know now, they're in jail. So Merry Christmas, Ima and Foge. I miss you, and I love you. We video called this morning. They're happy.
Nice. I hope they're watching the show today.
I think so.
They
have put
will.
on so much weight.
Oh,
Trust me, it's the
grandma makes them eat.
I'm telling
You have
you,
been
say
starving them.
that they eat suya every day.
Hey, whoa.
You have been starving them.
She
has been giving the children keto.
Oh, wow.
I'm not starving them.
Whenever they go to grandma's house, my children, every time, it just takes 3 days in grandma's house and the chicks get round, you know. So yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone.
I love the jewelry. I love the
It took a
outfit.
village to dress me up.
Are you kidding?
Yes, it took a village. Everybody, the gele. I'm representing so many companies sitting down like
Oh,
this.
fantastic.
So lovely.
Yeah, so I don't want to start naming everybody. I'll name it on social media. We have other things to do. But I'm grateful for today. I'm really excited. My kids came to wake me up today. They're like, Merry Christmas, Mommy. Merry Christmas, Daddy. And I'm like, okay. Like, we have to know. They have gone to the same, but they are very aware. So they're like coming to say, today is Christmas Day. What are we doing?
I hope you got them
All of
gifts.
that,
I hope you got them gifts.
No, I didn't. But then we'll be fine.
Me,
Santa is
I did
coming.
not buy anybody gifts. My children, in fact, I bought a lot of people gifts this year, but I totally forgot my kids. I mean, I didn't even buy them anything. So just yesterday, I then remember my sister-in-law had sent some gifts from the US, and I never gave them. I just really packaged it, sharp, put them at the Christmas tree this morning.
They'll hear you this morning.
You'll be all right. Because when they buy gifts like that, I keep them. I don't give them everything. So I was so happy that I had that
smart.
as backup. Yeah.
Please, I forgot. My brother's children are going to be watching today. Lade, Bisayo, Ayomide, Tumishe. Merry Christmas.
Oh, fantastic. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll breeze through the front pages of the newspaper. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Right. Thanks for staying with us. So we're going to try to breeze through. There's only one story, Showore and Dasuki, but let's just try and just go through the papers. We'll start with The Nation. Soldier killed as gunmen attacked Jonathan's residence. Picture here of Omoyele Showore when he was released in Abuja. Wike 6 Dixon's exit from PDP. Showore freed from DSS custody. Buhari, Lawan, Tinubu governors urge peace at Christmas. Buhari to US, be cautious in taking positions. And government asks for objection to payroll unfounded. Okay, who has the US and Buhari story?
Yeah, we have a new ambassador from the US to Nigeria. Her name is Miss Mary Beth Leonard. And the president, while getting the letter of her credence, said that the US has taken a position concerning Nigeria that is not comprehensive, that whenever they're getting intelligence, the ambassador should do an unbiased investigation to find out all that is happening within Nigeria, so they don't take one position. And the ambassador replied saying that they are aware of the situation within Nigeria, and they are coming to see how they can watch out for humanitarian challenges and the situation with the country, and accepting that some people could actually fare up and crystallize challenges within the country to make it look like there are more things going wrong than there are. So we have a new ambassador, and we're hoping that there'll be fair representation for Nigeria, because we don't want to look bad.
Major story.
And there was a story about the attack on the ex-president's house.
Yeah, so gunmen approached just very close to the former president's house, Jonathan.
I thought it was in his house.
Yes, it was in his house, but their intention was to steal a military gunboat, which was 100 meters away from the building. But then they attacked his house as well, and he had military men stationed in his residence. Yeah, so a military man was killed and one other one was injured. So he is in the hospital recuperating at the moment. But the president has sent out more like reached out to him to commiserate with what has happened, saying that we still have plans to protect even our former president, saying it's part of our priority as a country. And but Jonathan himself is also saying that nobody should be alarmed. Everything is fine. He's assessed. He was home, actually. He wasn't home. His wife, they were not sure if the wife was home and the kids were home.
They should protect everybody.
Jonathan would have been saying, "There is God, yo."
I don't think she was home.
So, the federal government, through the made a statement from the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, and saying that really the objections of ASU concerning the payroll, IPPIS, is really unfounded. That because they had already had several talks with ASU, and they've told them that whatever their peculiarities are, and whatever it is that is important to them, they should state it, and it will be incorporated into this payroll. That this has nothing to do with their autonomy. They're not trying to take away the university's autonomy. They just want to make sure that they handle personnel properly. That many a times, most of the universities would be, they would get employees, without looking at the budget of the university at the time. And that is why, they're in the problem that they are in now. And this is only to help them. And so whatever problems they have, they should just write it down.
Okay, let's move on to The Punch. Alas, the general bows. Buhari frees Dasuki Sowore after massive public outrage. Dismissed soldier, 22 others arrested for robbery and kidnapping. Gunmen abduct Odo Monarch's wife, daughters, and demand 100 million naira. Buhari, Lawan, others express shock as gunmen attack Jonathan's house. Can APC, PDP governors preach love, peace to celebrate Christmas? All right, let's start with the Dasuki story.
Okay,
right here.
Yeah. So, finally, in compliance with the court order that, we've been begging them to comply, the federal government has released Dasuki and Sowore.
That deserves
We should not be clapping for them for doing the right thing. We've been emphasizing that rule of law should be adhered to.
And they finally be reconciled with the family.
Like I said, it is in compliance with a court order. So Malami has no powers to order the release or detention of anybody, and they've just obeyed the courts.
Thank you.
Okay, there's a story there
how many years ago?
that about the ministry disbursing about 10.4 billion.
Go ahead, please.
Yes. So an audit was carried out, and they found by the Ministry of Justice, and it revealed that 10.4 billion was released for judgment debt without lay down procedures. Now, judgment debt means the monies the court orders the losing party to pay the winning party in any case, whether it's a family or it's a company. So they are saying that about 32.5 million was also spent by officials of the ministry on foreign travels without approval. Now, this also is as a result of the fact that in 2013, the committee in charge of disbursing this amount was dissolved. So there was no committee when they were disbursing this 10.4 billion in 2016 and 2007, Ministry of Justice. So, but they didn't, they are saying there was a recommendation by the audit that they should, reconvene the committee in charge of all these monies. But the money that was released, we don't know how, we can't trace everything right now. So I am looking, how it was spent.
This wife of the monarch was actually abducted. They asked for 100 million naira.
Yeah.
She and her daughter at the time.
And the driver, they took all of them. They stopped them, and then they...
Christmas Eve. One really, really sad. Let's move on to Vanguard. Cheers knocks for federal
I just wanted to say that I guess the borders didn't stop the kidnappers. closing the borders didn't stop the kidnappers.
They don't come through the borders,
Well,
do
some
they?
of them do.
No,
Others do.
that's one of the reasons now. They said kidnapping. So I see that they are still being kidnapping, even though the borders are
So
closed.
those are trafficking.
So maybe we should not be closing state borders too.
Okay.
Moving on to Vanguard.
It's Christmas Day.
It's Christmas Day.
Cheers knocks the federal government as the Suki Oshore walks free. Amechi has been fair to his supporters, says Rivers APC chieftain. Nigerian facing deportation commits suicide in U.S. Leaders preach love and peace during the season. Leaders greed snuffling life out of Nigerians. Wike rejects PDP's mediation of disputes with this kid Dixon. Excuse me. Shootout near Jonathan's house lasted 30 minutes, says royal father. And FG spent 12.7 billion naira to subsidize fuel in 5 years. Workers' governors head for showdown. I could ask minimum wage.
Human interest.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the 56-year-old Nigerian who is Anthony Akinyemi was arrested for, actually he had been accused of sexual molestation of a minor. So he had been in detention for 24 hours when he committed suicide.
24 hours.
You know, well, you know,
And he faced
coming back-
deportation.
Yes, he was facing deportation. When you think about it, sexual abuse of a minor coming back to Nigeria, he's going to go to jail straight now.
That's when they get him.
Well, it wasn't. It's a disgrace.
There's a whole lot
Whatever, it's a
mentally wrong,
disgrace.
but
To
it's
his
a sad
family.
story. I wasn't going to even, I didn't want us to even discuss it because I feel like it's Christmas Day. Everybody should just be the.
Are we taking the minimum wage story?
Yes, I am taking the minimum
Whether
wage.
it's Christmas Day or not, there is reality.
So,
But after Christmas, they will move.
yeah, NLC is saying that there will likely be a showdown if for states who have not concluded their consequential adjustment negotiations. So, but the Nigerian Governors Forum is telling the NLC that you should not give us an ultimatum. We states will, have those conversations according to how it suits us and with the revenue that we have. So don't give us an ultimatum. We are not going to take that. So NLC is saying that they may likely not get a very pleasant, New Year surprise this time around.
Okay, moving on very quickly now to Daily Sun. Christmas gift for the Suki and Showore. Explosion rocks Jonathan's home, soldier killed. I don't know where they got the explosion from in Sun. Because every other person said that.
They threw a dynamite into the house.
Yes,
so it was
the
an
different
explosion.
versions. Okay.
Yes.
Britain indicts
Yes.
Christ
Wow.
Embassy over 827 million naira payment. And Wike demands Dixon's resignation from PDP. Let's talk about Christ Embassy for a second.
Okay, so Britain's Charity Commission. So this commission is in charge of regulating charities in England and Wales. And it started a 5-year investigation into the Board of Trustees of Christ Embassy and found them to have done some malpractices and some illegalities. And it includes that some of the monies which were meant for charities were actually also transferred to people known to the charity. Secondly, there are like 9 accounts that were open, and the accounts was, according to the Board of Trustees for Christ Embassy, said that they were holding the money for the Nigerian church. But the banks, there's nothing to show that the accounts were actually doing that, or that
The
those
accounts were not held in the name of
or
the charity.
held in the name of the church. Properties were bought in the name of 2 of members of the Board of Trustees. Anyway, now, Oyinbo, they don't waste time. Suspended their Board of Trustees, put a accounts, an audit and accounts.
They saved £615,000.
So the churches in the UK are monitored by this charity organization.
And we
so
have
this is
monitoring too here.
doing. But the Charity Commission monitors all the churches and the funds that go in and out. So that's their job, and they were able to find out that monies went in that was meant to do something else. Was the same malpractice we complain about in Nigeria now happening in the church.
In churches.
Okay, our final part, The Guardian, and I wanted to take this amazing story of this Nigerian doctor. Please read my lips. Dr. Obinna Chukwudi Igwilo has performed a major robotic surgery in American hospital. Okay. And NMA in Nigeria here is celebrating him. It's one of our own. Where did he happened in the US. And they are hoping that Dr. Chukwudi will come and do the same thing in Nigeria. Keep hoping. Too. But we celebrate him because obviously this was a major surgery done using robotic technology, and it's important that we celebrate people like this. However, Nigerians shouldn't take the credit because He wrote,
the product of the
US.
Yeah.
It's a product of Nigerian.
See how well we do in the right environment.
Yes.
It's only leopard.
How well we
See
do.
how well we do in the right environment. Most Nigerians thrive and do very well when they go to decent society.
Even a cockroach will thrive well in a good environment. It's true now.
Okay, the cockroaches in America are a bit fatter than the ones in
Exactly.
Nigeria.
Our cockroaches are actually suffering.
Because their own is like they are almost fairer back on. They look like
cockroaches.
Your cockroaches are
Am I the only one in the Christmas mood?
problem.
Let us go and
Waste management problem.
when we come back, we're talking about giving away because that's all we're doing today.
Yeah.
Giving away stuff. I want to find out what you're giving away to people. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So today we're giving out so much. Oh my goodness. We have to say a big thank you to all those who are making today a glorious one. We're starting with Chief Mrs. Sade Okoya. She's the MD chairman of Eleganza Products. She sent us small boxes, giveaway boxes. There you go. These boxes for everybody in the audience today. And not only that, we got gifts inside too. Yeah. Got a gift inside. So, so they have the Eleganza. So they have the Eleganza soap, right? And then they have Eleganza sanitary towels also. Thank you so much. So they're called dailies, yeah. So thanks so much to Chief Mrs. Okoya. She sent that for us. We're so happy because all we're doing today is giving away. Yeah. So everybody goes home with this. Yay! You know, we're pretty excited about that because, and we also have to thank Duffel Foods. They're the makers of Indomie, Mini Me Chin Chin, Indomie, Mini Me, and Pringles. So everybody gets a bag from Duffel Foods. Thank you so much to Duffel. They're always so supportive of us. And then we have,
Wow.
somebody sent us bags of rice.
Never ending.
Woo! 5 kg. There you go. Yay!
Nigerian rice.
So
Nigerian rice.
They're called Annie's Smile. So Annie's Smile Charity. They gave, unfortunately, they only sent us 30 because unfortunately, I hear that we have 36 people in the audience. So they sent 30. Only 30 people are getting this, but the remaining 5 were 36 people. Everbella Tokpe has offered to give the remaining 6 people
A photo shoot.
free photo shoot. So if you don't get a bag of rice, you get a free photo shoot with Everbella. Thank you so much, Tokpe.
Oh, game face.
Right? Game face. Fantastic. And we cannot forget, YK sent us Shrine Roll! So everybody's getting cooked Shrine rice with epa ding ding.
Christmas rice.
I know that.
Christmas rice.
That rice is fantastic. And finally, we cannot but say thank you to Hollow Crunch. They sent us popcorn for everybody. They gave us last week also. Yeah. So they back again, and they gave us this. Thank you so much to Hollow Crunch.
And creams and slices.
And before we forget, cream slices and us the usual cake. Thank you so much. Please give them a round of applause.
It's white chocolate. Today I'm forgetting every diet.
I'm telling you.
I am not going to diet anything. No. Everything edible I will eat.
Chop it.
So thank you so much to cream slices for this lovely cake. It has a Christmas tree on it. And we definitely will. Today is a day of celebration.
Yes.
So I know Christmas, as we all know, is a time where we celebrate and the birth of Jesus Christ. Also a time to share love, to bond with our families. And on the show today, we're going to be talking to our audience and viewers on how they're actually celebrating Christmas. You can join the conversation, call us on 070-8066-8014. You can also tweet us at TVC. Can I please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. We're going to ask each other how we've been giving out this Christmas and what you plan to do. Let me start with Mariam. Yeah, because she looked very chic. And
This Mariah.
So, what does Christmas mean to you? I mean, when you say sharing, you shipped your kids out to just
to share.
So what are you doing right now with the family?
Another child is coming on the way.
Oh, please.
Tell us.
In fact, you know, it's too much information. I can't give you that, so I'll just do later. But
what is Christmas to you?
Christmas for me is really family time. So it's a bit different for me this year because, as you know, I've shipped off my kids. But usually the longest, the brothers, the families, we come together and we have lunch. We spend the day together. Nice. Even though we live in Lagos, we hardly ever see each other. And especially my particular in-law, they live in Apapa, and since that Apapa gridlock, so it's been really
so
tough.
You guys are meeting today?
So we're meeting today, and it's good. And she does the most delicious meals ever. You like her granola, whatever, so she's really fantastic cook. And it's just a time to find out how everyone is doing and just catching up and bond, yes.
Fantastic.
And my mom has always spent Christmas with me for many years, but this particular year she's not, so she's with the kids over there. So I'm missing them, and
you'll be all right.
I'll be coming to the audience also to find out.
No.
Hey, please clap for
I'll come to the audience to find out how you spending your Christmas also. But let me go to Obiajilu. Yes.
Okay, so for me, Christmas started quite early. Started in November.
Oh.
Yes. So I made a list of all the people I wanted to bless by the grace of God, and I was able to, tick off the list from November, and till I think the latest was last week. So if you know day inside the list, till next year. No, next year.
Don't forget that my meeting.
But then Christmas for me is not just a time to, be with family. It's a time to reflect on our Savior's love. When we say that sometimes because of the merriment of the season, most times we forget what is really more important, and that is love. So it's not just about giving. I may not have to give you, but then I think well about you. I think of you. I pray for you. I wish you well. I want you to succeed. I support you in other ways. It may not be physical cash, because some people called and was like, you didn't remember me. And I'm like, you're not there the least one. And it's not convenient at the moment. Let's not forget that January is 74 weeks. So as you are eating, you have to be planning for, we have school fees to pay and all of that. So let's not just be carried away with all the eating and all of that. But the eating is going on. Like I usually host my parents.
So did you get the turkey that you wanted?
Yes, my mom sent me one turkey, and I was able to get 2 more turkey.
What?
Yes.
I need turkey.
Yeah. No.
I don't have to. She's talking about love and share, and she goes,
If you come to my house, you will eat turkey. Just for the eating. Just for the eating.
Not for the sharing.
So she sent me 1 turkey to support me, and I'm very grateful for that. And aside from that, so I planned. I did a lot of beef this time. I did pomo and all of that. So I did soups. So I did. Hey, let me even just. I didn't cook this time for the very first Christmas that I'm not cooking, because I'm always the one cooking. So I told my kids that a caterer will be coming to make the meals, and my kids said, no, we like your food. We prefer your food. And I said, Kamdi, my son. I said, Kamdi, I don't want to look old. I don't want to look older than your daddy. He said, even if you look old like grandma, use makeup. Just cook for us, So let's just share.
Let me come to Mike. Mike, giving is not alien to you. You like Mike gives like every second. She's constantly giving. So Christmas is no different to you. So
Mike's face when you're saying it like
Mike is a giver. Like that's her middle name.
Yeah.
But, so what are you doing this Christmas?
Well, first of all, I want to thank my friend Dakbo that lives in London for my dress.
Oh, are you going to stand up and show us your dress, please? Just go like, oh wow. Wow, this is lovely.
And she said, I wasn't going to wear. I said, no, it's too nice to wear on Christmas Day. She said, if you don't wear it, I will never buy you anything again. I will quickly buy it.
That's
so
I
wear it.
I wear it.
That's fantastic.
So I want to thank her.
So you got a gift. That's nice.
I got a gift.
Oh, wow.
And for me, Christmas is about love. I mean, I'm not your normal Christian, but I still believe in that love, giving, loving. I love the kids sharing. I love the kids coming, putting Christmas presents under the trees, under the tree for the kids. I love all that. And then, of course, it's our turn to host Christmas.
Are you inviting doing a global invite, Waiki? Take it easy.
Come on.
Nobody knows my house now.
Okay, very good. We are coming, Sha. We are coming. Because we must not be. Alaja Nimat Akashat Zibri.
Okay, so
what are we doing?
My children have been learning about Christmas from TV.
Okay.
And I've been telling them there's nothing like Santa because I don't believe in that.
Right.
But, we had that conversation and they still don't understand. So they have first cousins that are Christians from, you know, two very wonderful sister-in-laws of mine. And they'll be going there today to chop the chicken and rice and see that Christmas is just the chicken and rice. And there's nothing like Santa. Because I cannot be dealing with Christmas tree and all that. In fact, my son, when he hears the fireworks, he goes, Mommy, there's a storm. Mommy, there's a storm. Mommy, And when I say, see, fireworks. Oh, walk, fire. It doesn't.
I have a call for Favor. Favor from Abuja. Good morning. Are you there? Hello, Favor. Thanks for calling.
Welcome. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Favor.
Yes.
You're live. Go
I am
ahead,
onto your program.
Okay.
And I'm so excited.
Thank
It's
you.
Christmas Day.
Yes. Thank you, Christmas Day. Yes, it's Christmas Day. Thank you so much, Favor. Yes. Right. Yes. How you doing? It's well?
Yeah, it's Christmas, and I just realized, I noticed that because I don't use jewelry often, about a week ago, I brought out every form of jewelry that I have not used in about this year, and did a video. And I didn't put it on social media, I put it in my WhatsApp because I'm like, there's no need going to give people outside when you have people that are close to you that you are not giving. So I put it in my WhatsApp and I sent messages to all my current staff and former staff that check my story and pick what you want first. So when other people were asking, I said, gone, because my people had already picked what they wanted from my jewelry. And I realized that sometimes people think that we don't have anything to give, but if you look within, there are many things. You have shoes you have not worn, you have clothes you've not worn in a year. There's no need, give it away. So one, I did that. Then I also realized that I was looking for something big to give out to, because I have like 3 studios, and for every studio there are security men, there are other people that work there, and I'm like, oh, what are you going to buy? And I just walked around the supermarket and found 2 small items that could be bagged easily. Everything was less than 1,000 naira, and they were so grateful. And I felt like, in my head, I was thinking it would cost me a whole lot to give, but I was just able to pick 2 items and gave it to everybody, and I feel very blessed able to do that. And I've been so blessed this season. God has just been very faithful in that. Even when I didn't have cash to give and I was just sharing, okay, so I'll share your story, I'll share your business. If you tell me come and buy markets from me, I'll say, I can't buy markets this season, but let me do this for you. I'll post it online and I'll market you. And I think that sometimes, even when we are not able to give physically, that kindness, there's a video that went viral and I shared it with Moana. And what I noticed from that video was there was the last lady in that video that couldn't help this boy. So this lady, Pastor Jimmy Odukoya, he's been on our show. He went to his supermarket and was faking like he was impoverished and poor, and people helped and some rejected. And there was a last woman there that didn't have anything. She was barely able to, she had just enough, and she showed that she didn't have enough. And she was still willing to try and help, and he paid her bill, and she was so surprised. And I think that we shouldn't put ourselves under pressure to break bank, to be nice, but be genuinely kind.
Let me take this call.
It doesn't cost you a whole lot, just sincere.
This call. Adeboye, are you there? Thanks for calling from Abuja, I think.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas.
Your family are so excited to reach you this morning.
Oh.
We are the first time caller.
Welcome to the show. Good to have you.
My wife is an addicted to your program.
Regards to
She
her.
always watching it. And she would like to speak with you.
Okay, go ahead. Let's talk to her.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, wifey.
I'm just excited this morning.
We're excited to speak to you too.
Merry Christmas to you all.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
So, are those the kids in the background?
Yes.
Our regards to them. Hello, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas.
We wish you the same.
My name is Grace.
What's it?
Grace.
My name is Grace.
Grace. Nice to speak with you, Grace.
Hold on for my brother.
Your brother. We love your brother too.
Hello, brother.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
My name is Bliss Adeboye.
Oh, fantastic. Have a fabulous day. Take care. God bless you.
Bye.
Wow, that's what Christmas is about.
Usually, I don't talk about the charities I engage in because, you know, of course, it's supposed to be private. But this one, I have to really do a shout out to Mrs. Abike Dabiri because she facilitated this. So a friend of mine reached out that, you know, a lecturer was sick abroad and he was stranded abroad. And it was too big for me to do. I didn't even call her directly. I just called my party that works with her. And it happened. He arrived yesterday evening and they sent photos and I said it was a genuine cause. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm very grateful.
Please explain the story.
So
the person was sick.
He's a lecturer studying abroad and fell sick. And he's not been able to go to school, meet his bills. You know, that's extra cost. And things kept deteriorating. That his health kept deteriorating to the point he couldn't see anymore. So he's been there without family.
So the diaspora helped the diaspora ministry.
Mrs. Abike Dabiri, because the ministry actually is out of funds. So she saw to this happening for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Abike Dabiri. That's kindness. Yes, Mrs. Abike Dabiri Erewa. Thank you for being, she's such a sweet person.
So let's come to you guys. What are you doing for Christmas? Because it's always easy for you to say, give me, give me, give me. Well, have you given anybody anything this year? Audience. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Every Christmas, I love giving.
Okay.
Like, it has been my nature since I was a kid. I love giving, but I always feel like every Christmas, God will give me so many things.
Just enough to
I put smiles on faces. Like Sister Tope said, so that anytime we have any opportunity, we must always give because there is blessing in giving.
So who have you given to this?
I've not given, but I pray to give. I will give.
Fantastic. Thank you for being honest.
Thank you for being honest.
Thank you for being honest. Let me take Biodun. Biodun, are you there? Thanks for calling.
Yes, I'm here.
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Good morning.
Morning.
Merry Christmas, please.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm spending my Christmas in, I won't say in a that good mood, but at least in everything we all have to celebrate.
Thanks.
Just a few days ago, I lost my dad.
Oh, so sorry about
yes,
that.
and as a matter of fact, I'll be having the 8 days prayer on Friday.
Oh,
but be that as it may, it's Christmas, we all have to celebrate. So we're just doing everything indoor. We're still going to eat at rice and chicken and just have fun. But
thank God for life, Biodun. Thank God for life.
So we thank God for your life, for the life of your father. Oh. Hello, Biodun.
Lost them.
Oh, okay. Yes, we're going to take another comment from the audience. Go ahead. Who else? Yes,
Morning.
Go ahead. Morning.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I believe giving is good, is okay. But my mission on giving is to the beggars on the street. At least we should always remember them.
Give alms, right?
Yes. Giving alms to those begging.
Yes,
some people don't try to give them because they feel like you're encouraging that.
And it's a business.
So it's a business. Yeah. But it's good to give. There are some that have children. You know, let's know how to give, but ensure that let's also not encourage unruly behavior. Yes, go ahead. Who else wants to tell us how you're giving this Christmas? What have you given, or what have you received this Christmas? Yes, go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Lekon. For me, as you were presenting the gift, on what I was thinking was, who am I going to share the gift with?
Oh.
That was my reasoning.
Okay.
So for me, as you collect, you can also share.
Fantastic. Yeah. Oh, I love that. So as you're getting today, think of sharing. Yeah. Let's go to a quick break. When we come back, we'll begin to share our gifts. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Welcome back. Merry Christmas. So our audience got your gift. Can we see your gifts, please?
Can we see the bag?
Can we see the bag? extravaganza. For that was Chief Mrs. Bola Shade Okoya sent us those gifts for you guys. And Duffel Foods always sends us lovely Indomie noodles, Pringles, mini-me chin-chin for our audience. And we have a bunch for every member of our audience. Who am I forgetting? Any charity. Any smile charity sent us bags of rice for everybody. And Ewa Bella gave us the extra 6 gifts for the photo shoot. Thank you.
Ewa Bella gave face.
So let's forgotten New Africa Shrine.
New Africa Shrine. Rice salad, sir.
You see, it's those rice that has a small meat. That small box. Just think about.
I give up.
All right, so you get that rice. But first, let's talk about what Noble Igwe posted. Noble Igwe was saying that most men like to use Christmas as a time to show their wives can cook. That nobody is doubting that your wife can cook. But this holiday, she deserves to enjoy Christmas like everybody else. That please, most of us growing up, when we are watching our moms live in the kitchen, we wonder, this woman, all day, she's there in the kitchen. So she's advising that during this period, we shouldn't slave our wives. Well, people have come at him. What rubbish, what nonsense. She's the first wife, she must show herself. What do you think? Let's join the conversation. You can call us on 070-8066-8014. You can also tweet us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC and let us hear your thoughts on this. Let me start with me. Okay, we actually
let me start with me. I have something
on this one. View on this, but let me hear
it. For a long time.
Very long time. I've sorted myself out. At least for the past 2 years, I now just supervise. But it's very important that we are all celebrating. One person should not be sweating and be eyeing all of you as you see and putting your food on. And you see these eye bullets. These things are real. These eye bullets are real. So I'm sweating, I'm tired, and one person is coming. Hey, yeah, well done. Please, don't be well done in me. Don't kill me.
Put your hand in.
I did not kill my mother. Please. So it's important that men establish these things. There are caterers who are in the business of providing these things. So imagine that you have provided that and your wife is just slaying and saying, Madam, 6 more guests to cater for. That's what you're doing for everybody.
Together.
So that when you come home at night, you are in the spirit to even celebrate with Oga.
Yes.
All these things that they do, they use to serve energy and they call it African tea. It's not nice.
Sometimes people say it's a thing of pride. For her husband,
if she's a good
wife,
host, if she loves it,
that she's hosting, because for sometimes the men are like the firstborns. They've lost their father, and they're wearing that role of the head of the family. So for them, coming together where the wife is actually the one in charge, doing the actual hosting, for them is a thing of pride. But do we that take away from our culture?
Cooking.
You know, the way our culture was designed originally, you would have a man who would have like 6, 7 wives, many wives, many children. Right. So everybody would have their duty. So somebody is cutting meat, somebody is frying it, somebody is packing, and children are running errands. But then our families have become smaller, but the visitors have not become smaller. So you now, your kitchen is bigger, you're the only one, you're cooking, you're slaving throughout. And you know the most annoying part? Now everybody will now come in beautifully dressed.
And you're sweating.
You're still sweating and looking. And then your children will not be looking, this my mom is not even feeling, you know. And then you see those aunties that will just walk, especially in Jos, the aunties from Lagos. They'll just walk in with all their perfume and their long hair and their makeup, and you know, your mommy and you are slaving in the kitchen. All these just people, they are local people, they are coming to eat. So I agree with Noble that people who have the business, it's their business, it will, they are making money from it. Why not?
So that's money. Yes, that's if you can even afford to get a caterer. Not everybody is in that level. And don't also take it, don't also take it away from people who love to cook. I love to cook, and so for many years, my husband was always showcasing my cooking skills. You know, he once, in fact, if we come and visit you, he would even tell you, don't worry, relax, my wife can do it. It was his way of showing that his wife could cook. And I didn't have a problem with that. I could cook for 100 persons at the same time and host them. It's something I enjoy, you know. So nobody should take it away from people who actually enjoy doing that. But a few years now, I've sat back to say, I have cooked all the things I can cook. I have proven to everybody that I can cook. If you believe I cannot cook today, you're on your own. You see, this time around, I am here to enjoy myself. And I could afford to get a caterer.
I've never eaten your food, so I don't believe you can cook.
Okay, don't worry, I'll prove it to you.
So you got a caterer?
Yeah, so I got a caterer. And mine was as bad as I leave the hospital. That 8 days that we do the naming ceremony, I'm the one cooking. That's someone motherhood just put to bed. I didn't see it as a problem. It wasn't stressing me out because I love to do it. The only thing I haven't tried in this life is to own a restaurant. Maybe when I get to heaven, I'll do that.
Just start
but
crying.
I've tried every other thing.
I'll just start crying.
But now I'm realizing that it's always a lot of stress because till evening I may not have even taken a bath or dressed.
So that's the thing. I was going to break, unfortunately. When we come back, we'll continue this conversation, and we have an amazing surprise for our audience. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. And we're still giving out lots of things, but we're going back to our conversation concerning slaving our wives during Christmas. Tope, you were going to say something about this.
Oh, yeah. I grew up with my mom always in the kitchen, and like what Bisi was saying, sometimes till the evening, she can't even take a bath because all she's doing is somebody is coming, another person is coming, Semo has finished, Pounded Jam has finished, and then she has to make another batch and all of that. And I chose my own path, which is I don't cook on Christmas Day. We will find I said everybody's cooking, we will eat. So our own job in our own house was to find all those people that are cooking and go and visit them and eat. And I'm blessed with a husband that does not put me under pressure to live up to what, let's host people. And maybe like around like New Year's Eve, I'll now cook for people within my compound and all of that. I do that for them. But it's a cultural thing that needs to change on a cultural level because Nobuligwe got a backlash for this. And they're saying, don't put your mouth in what's not your business. Let our wives continue cooking. I think because the men have not understood fundamentally that you're putting your wife through stress and you are not enjoying together. So you as the husband will sit down, cross your leg, you'll be drinking with your guest while your wife is bringing the food. She's bringing this one. Let every one of you enjoy together.
My dad then, he's only just make sure that Remy Martin was there. There's enough Remy for everybody. Mom says they're slaving in the kitchen. But that's what men do.
And another side is that our mates go. All our mates go.
Yeah.
When it's Christmas, your mates would go for Christmas. The woman now has to do all of this alone than before.
So let's reconsider how we slave our wives these holidays. Why are you going to say something about this?
Okay, the hosting champion.
I love to host. I love to host. I won't do the cooking, but I love to host. I love to make sure everybody is drinking.
Enough champagne.
There's enough food. And everybody's happy, everybody's bubbling. I guess if you love to cook like Obiajulu, please carry go.
Fantastic. We have to wrap up because I know
there's a tweet here. I'm not sure I understand him. I think I should take it. His name is Ulu Yomelekbede. He says, "Your View TV CEO, even on Christmas Day, I want to be nice today. But petty maybe. I don't like wrong notions being perpetuated. So I respond. First, did Miriam just say slaving in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Wrong use of word. Guests never really come to our house and always had a maid. So I'm not...
Okay.
I'm feeling him.
Right.
We am feeling him.
He's not the one cooking.
We're not feeling him.
He doesn't understand.
He doesn't understand. That's what I'm saying. That the men need to understand psychologically that it is a stressful
feel,
process.
Okay, so in a nutshell,
women are tired.
In a nutshell, we feel slaved. And we don't want to feel slaved anymore. We want to enjoy Christmas Day like everybody else. So we have a surprise for our audience, and I'm really excited about this. Because I was thinking to myself, like, what can we do that is totally out of the ordinary? So I reached out to a few people last week and said, listen, guys, I'd like to give out some cash gifts to our audience. One person reached out to me. He said he'd like to remain anonymous. But he says, Mariah, he gave me, guess how much? He gave me a certain amount of money to give to our audience today. And so we'll be giving the sum of 50,000 naira to 10 people today. That's 500,000 naira cash gifts on Your View. So what happened was that I told the producers to please go out this morning and get the audience to write out their names and their Christmas wish. And we're hoping to get people who actually really need this money. Because somewhere, I saw the list. Some say, I want Brazilian hair. Some say, I want iPhone X. Some say, I want to go travel. But I say, we can't afford that kind of money. That's the kind of money we're looking for.
I get them my list. They didn't accept it.
So people are saying they wanted to do so many things. Want to study abroad. Great, nice wishes. But there are a few requests that I feel made sense. And those are the few that that's a few. So we picked out 10 people who you feel that their list, their own names actually came across to something that we can actually use this money for. So when we go on a break, when we come back, we'll list out who gets this 50,000 naira kit, 50,000 naira cash.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
So, we're giving out 500,000 naira! So 10 families or 10 people are going home with this. So, YK, would you do the honors of picking the first person who's getting 50,000 naira cash? We have very little time, please.
The first person is Aladeloba Ifeoluwa.
Who is that?
My wish for this Christmas is to pay my mama's house rent or a good job.
You pay your mother's house rent. Please stand up. Please come. Come. Quick. 50,000 naira cash. It's one person.
One person can come.
Yeah.
She's the one.
Okay. Please hurry up. Next number. Okay, I have to hurry up. Next person, please. 50,000. Here you go.
Oh, okay, patience.
Here you go, Auntie. Here you go. Auntie, here you go. Auntie, here you go.
This way.
50,000 naira. There you go. Next,
Okay, Patience Abaka. My Christmas wish is
what's her
to
name?
Patience Abaka.
Patience Abaka. Who is that? Please.
Azaka, sorry.
Please, let us find out why we're giving her. Why we're giving her.
She says her wish is to rent.
1 second, guys. Say it out.
To rent a house and be free from our landlord, Abi.
To rent a house.
Yes,
This can rent you a house, but to help. All right, please hurry up and get that.
You.
Next, what do we have to do?
Adana Okechukwu.
Adana Okechukwu. Why is Adana getting this money?
I wish for money to expand.
Why is Adana?
Expand my business, fashion designing.
So Adana is getting this money because she needs money to expand her business and fashion designing. Please hurry up and come. Hurry up.
Olalekan Alawiye.
Olalekan.
I need.
Olalekan getting this money.
He wants the money for his sports business, tennis.
Business. Please give him a round of applause. Yes.
Olowoyo Kehinde.
Olowoyo Kehinde.
He wants the money as a wish to set up a business.
What business are you setting up?
No, Olowoyo Kehinde.
What business are you setting up? Fashion. Okay, congratulations.
Congratulations.
We hope to put the money into good use. I have, somebody says they want a generator for their popcorn business.
Wow.
Ekemezie Okwochi Judith. Who is that? Judith. Welcome. Go ahead, please. YK, pick another person. Hurry up, please.
This is Mrs. Nkechi Williams.
Mrs. Nkechi Williams, who is that?
Christmas wish. I need a doctor for my health.
Oh, congratulations, ma.
Congrats.
That's 50,000 naira. Congratulations, ma.
Get a test done. God bless you.
Kujore Olamide. My Christmas wish is a standing Kujore Olamide.
Please clap for her.
She wants a standing hair dryer.
She wants a standing hair dryer. Come on.
I hope this can buy the dryer.
I hope this will buy you the standing hair dryer you wanted. Merry Christmas. Here you go.
Ujore Olawumi Elizabeth.
Sisters.
Elizabeth?
Yes.
What does she want?
Olawumi Elizabeth. Okay, she wants to buy 4-burner gas oven.
Okay, for your business. Yeah. Congratulations.
And Balogo Muritala.
Balogo Muritala?
He needs asset capital to start his proposed transportation business.
Fantastic. Congratulations. So, thank you so much for being... Now, congratulations. Please, open it, oh. Let's be sure it is cash and then sign, not paper. Please, we don't want our sponsor to think we not give you. So, please give our sponsor a round of applause.
And God bless you.
And we wish, for those of you that got this cash, we wish you a Merry Christmas. And all of you on this audience, we really wish you a Merry Christmas.
Love you guys.
And we love you guys with all our hearts.
Appreciate you guys.
Can I take one tweet, please?
Please, all of you that got this cash wrote a reason for it.
I have to go. Why can't take this to go?
You guys are looking amazing and I'm watching you on TV now. Meanwhile, no one is bringing food to my apartment despite the fact that other apartments are receiving theirs and the aroma won't let me rest.
Okay.
So I don't know what I do them.
Final surprise.
Oh!
Today's the day of surprises.
Oh my God.
One last surprise. Yeah. Please join me as I wish the ladies of your view a very you that are getting gifts.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
I was jealous you people before.
Before, we are no longer jealous.
Thank you so much. It's been an amazing day. Thanks to Mrs. Sade Okoya for giving us the boxes. Thanks to Duffel Foods for the lovely gift you gave us. Thanks to YK for the shrine rice. Thanks to Holocron for the popcorn. Thank you, Eddie Smile for charity or the Eddie Smile for the rice. And thanks to our anonymous friend who sent us 500,000 for our gifts.
Thank
Have a fabulous Christmas. We'll see you on New Year's Day. Bye-bye.